This is a group up over towards the A side. Very early on, you've got King and Mazzino pushing out B. Broken turret.
So the Util's going to be uploaded here. Flashed up towards the back of the site. Tex could not evacuate, couldn't evade it. Jonah P as well is going to cement himself into this 4 position. And the flank is given up entirely from Lev. They're actually going to be regrouping back up together, just trying to play this one forward. But again, Aspas is committed, catches the cross, passing away. There was no trade in sight. Unconventional, really, from G2. Expect that to be really the building blocks of this team. Biding their time now, waiting to regroup as the Util is now back online, sending it flying forwards, and the fight is caught by G2 out towards the back of the site. I see even just lucky just to get the one. Jonah P and Trent, and accounted for. Off to the side themselves, Aspas dropping down and just cannot land it. Titan to test this Leviathan theme. G2, I mean, haven't been getting a lot of respect often, but with every win that they accrue, you're going to start respecting them a little bit more. Up and over. Open sight. Really just a fight to be taken and one out there. Obviously only committing towards the pistol. Swing from Mazzino, just seeking if he can deny the plan, or at least laid in by Trent. Now going to be rotating that to the back of his team. They are low, but leaving it just down to Aspas now. Still, could do quite a lot from this spot.
For the bonus round, will Aspas provide?
Yeah, a little bit of hipfire action. He'll be able to clean up maybe a kill or 2. Rounds going to be lost at this point though. Time running far too low, so G2 going to be up that too.
But that does mean that Icy's got to play for an ult orb in the next round, and Leviathan can try to craft some strategies.
We will have to double check that one, but pretty sure it was Haven. Aspas right here. Going to try and take those fights forward and often, especially with a rifle in hand. Dart has to be dodged and avoided as well. It's off angle, spraying them down, expecting that re-peek. And it's all in the back of his mind. He knows exactly the positions to be playing. 3 in the round already for him.
And dodge on the thrash too, so not even getting punished by that.
He's been leading most of those statistical metrics, but finally shut down. Half armored at one shot from the elbow will do it, Tix. He survives, lands those shots up, leaves it alone to Icy in this 1v2. A quick tap as well. Icy issue not being forced out. ADS stub damage done, but he doesn't really have the gun or the weaponry for it. Again, just has to peek out, jiggle, and he's just on a sliver of health. It's enough to be guarded over the shoulder by Tex. Just earn up the Blade Storm. Big group up at G2. It's all 5 of them. Nobody holding Mazzino. G2's still going to be pushing up though. Updraft over the top, Aspas! Claiming one after another. Dropping any adversary that steps to him. And he wants to just take away any possibilities of a G2 win. He's going to take these liberties. Outlaw in his hands. Oh, nice return on the fire.
That's what you have to be doing.
Reposition though, these low players. Com is pretty hard committed off to the corner here. Players are being picked apart. That was up through mid with Mazzino dropping down. All it's going to be asked for. They are falling apart actually. Leviathan, Tex. A little bit of AD in terms of the rifle play on hand. He's going to do a lot now to try and push this one back. Flash over as a pause to score, but they don't expect this position already. Valen crept his way up even deeper onto these sightlines. Plan can now go online, picking up the orb, no time, but that one's still dropping. King sensing it. There's definitely chances. Can't adjust it. No with the rifle, and a thrifty win for G2. Forwards, Hunter's Fury. This is the respawn. Com is looking for a kill or 2. At least gets the one time. Trent still avoiding it. And would stand his ground against it, and now the flood is caught. Lev, who would have played this one, but the body's into the fight and the fray, taking it forwards, past and away. Still, it's a kill feed that is filling entirely up Wingman. No spike into his hands. They slow it down once more, calling for it with only 12 seconds onto the clock. It's left it just down to Com. He's the one who's got to respond to all of this pressure. Shock darts flying forwards, Cove just denying any sort of bullets that fly forwards. A 1v3, Thrash is avoided, spotting the head, spotting the bullets, looking for a kill or 2. This is chaos incarnate. He's dropped down to 5 HP. Barely any weaponry. And Valen is the one to clean it up. Both going for it for the same time. Just again, spotting these players out. They all topple and fall.
What a read.
Yeah,
G2. Absolutely immaculate read.
And you're seeing the stylistic difference just kind of
So Lev have to find those risks, but they also have to find them at either unexpected timings or with excellent utility, or just when G2 huge amounts of pressure.
Yeah, already walking up straight into him as well. King, just the one before the trade comes online again. Might have spot those players just before he dropped lockdown. That is incredibly committed.
Is very difficult. So many spots you have to clear.
Every single step of the way. Leviathan can't get a foothold, man. They cannot stand against this. Still, Mazzino will make a good go of it. But again, it's a retake scenario. Aspas is working with that operator. Options removed and limited. It doesn't matter about the Cove that's placed down as well. Can't be defended against it. Valen Cleaning up Mazzino, drifting off to the side. Aspas, he's eager to pick up that operator again, save it into the next. Now going for another re-exploration, double dub. So many players ready to receive. It's G2 again. They bait and punish and pulling them back. And Aspas is just forced back and away. Mazzino has got to do a ton more. Two are dropped down in the process. Spike in the hands of Wingman back. Open! Just about got it.
No charges left.
Putting the pressure now, at least with that tap. King, no. Eats a ton of damage in the process of it. Leaves it down to Aspas. Noise being made from the footsteps. Quick little tap, cutting it away. He's baiting out the peak and the response from G2. They do hand him the one, but still time is running short. Brings it down to it, and it's ice cold from Trent. The dart reveals all. He knows he's won it. Time is on his side, and another round is inevitable. It's 7 now. Potentially clear him. Icy out for the back as well. Wants to get aggressive and active into it. The fight to Aiken towards the back as well. That's a reckoning offloaded, but again the timing. It's picture perfect. You can't ask for much better gameplay than this.
No more. The Professor finally falls, but he's done his damage, teaching Leviathan the holes that are rippling throughout their defensive setups.
Right there.
I don't even know about all of this. Exploiting and abusing any possible options as well, just to pre-fire. Aspas, he's been punished for a lot of these aggressive plays, and he's making a go of things again. Tex dropped down to just double digits of how fairly there. King also has to go for that re-aggression. He needs information. Mazzino needs to be careful. It's barely a shoulder peeking out. And just spraying it through. Jonah P wins it with the Phantom. Cove down now. That will commit the plant into the play. Util's going to be delayed here. The Hunter's Fury just a little bit off the mark. It's a lockdown. Views alongside. It's still damage done. Come. That is picture perfect as well. Lands that one right onto the mark as well. Just catching that rotation back and away. G2.
Nano's one broken. Mosh still available.
And the wall fades away though. Com was not ready for it. Up and over on top of the ropes. No adjustment, at least with the rifle. Still damage done. Tex and King low enough.
Bad plan.
The damage might do it. It is a bad plan indeed. Up and over the wall into his face. Dropping down on favored. Still King gets off of it. There's a sticking down. Unexpecting it. Props it forwards. Hand down for the Wingman. For the push it away. Aspas though, that's a nice one. It's just spam coming through, at least onto those long angles. Leviathan. Now it's all about converting again. G2. Shock darts forwards, flying Util into the hands as a punishment. There and away and around still with that damage. He cannot be getting away with his G2. Not again. Not like this. It's an old turn. The Thrash. Just to push back and away here. Tex, he just cannot get down from the high ground. There's no safety there, just buying time and critical moments here for G2. Jump spotting, 7 bullets left, ticking away once more. Dominant, a masterclass finish. He's in the right places, ready to just strike from behind. Valen is right there when his team needs it. The pressure and noise is all being made, and everybody following through and playing off with this one. Heroics in order, but King is the only one to step up to that site of challenge. And Jonah P in the end, fully barreling their way forwards. It's all trying to be expected and anticipated, but as spam go on one side here.
They know where Aspas loves to play.
Yeah, right at the top, you can feel him just raining bullets down onto that spot, forcing him to back away as well. It's all off angles being played again. Lev just trying to hunt and fight towards the back of the side here. Finding the mark, it's Aspas finally online. Here and now, leaves it up to Trent, but they're all being faced in the end, so Wall's going to drop as well. They're actually hunting out some of these players, maybe trying to catch the timing against them. All right, there is very little chance here for G2.
But Lev need to be building up towards some large ultimate. It's Mazzino that's the closest. Only one away now. That's pretty huge.
Yeah, just going 100 forward still. It's a big reveal. Dart spotting the two, spraying away. Mazzino not getting punished, at least from not letting the rifle reset here. Backing away now, trying to play this post a little bit better here with the Cove. Broken and bursted, still the kills coming in here for G2. Wingman, it's online, up and over the ropes as well. It's still being diffused as well, despite the fact that Icy was dropped from behind the flank. It's King to deny and delay, trying to land that kill, and finally goes his way.
Looking to see whether a push-up like this has happened. Deep off angle.
Whoa, okay, Con was barely ready for that one still. Jonah P not able to get a kill off the back of it. Big committal, and out in the open as well. There's no water. Problem salves up. One round at a time. As long as you deal with these players up onto the flank. Putting the pressure down onto him. Weakened up Valen. Going walkabouts though into the spawn, but facing it together. So
But otherwise, G2 just looking to play a bit of a retake here.
Oh, Texas wandered way too far.
Way far up.
Head of the curve. To his own dismay. It's down to that rifle aim. King, he will deliver. Dropping down two, so that Hunter's Fury is causing issues and a movement into the back pocket. What is going to be the play by G2 as well. Bodies will topple and fall. Still getting a few players onto this one, at least with the wingman onto the fuse. He committed. The acknowledgement broken. At least with just the one burst. Aspas holding for the deeper push as well. Just spotting it. Top of the head, top of the cranium. Just can't quite land it as well. Movement, a jar finally. There with a preempt. Trent sticking all the way through.
They're looking to pinch com from both sides. Look at this protocol to clear out the lurker. Gorgeous stuff. Recognition, no Sova utility. Let's go and find where com is.
Gonna have to get a move on here. Time is against them. There's of the essence in this spot right here. Committed positions out from Mazzino. Off angle, spraying him down, at least with it. Nana Swarms delaying, denying as well. Even more time has been brought up against him again. It's up that narrow margin. Half onto it, sticking on the way, but every single player falling. He's bodyguarded off to the side. Dizzy. Delwave, Aspas. That is just elite still. The flooding fast. Into the thick of it, off to the side, Jonah P. That's snappy, and the pressure is definitely on. Icy already applying it. Quick little tab at the defuse as well. Kills need to flood in and through. Jonah P needs to be dealt him off from the side. They do finally take care of him, down to just one. Trent not able to catch it into the cross. A tap again, but they know he's not on it. It's even evident, and the 3-2-1 swing is good enough for Lev.
Reminder that G2 took an eco round.
This point just trying to hold. Oh my goodness! The shot just barely missing. There's two rifles ring out as well. It gives him a bit of an indicator to play it. That's a shot to swing off. I mean, cooking up plays on the fly. G2, surely this is not how you win a round. This is not how you close out a map, not in any sort of typical fashion, but why not? When the Sheriff's online, when the shots are hitting.
30 seconds left.
Time is what you make of it already. How is Jonah P getting this value? 2 versus 2. Damage done to Mazzino. All it takes is the tiniest of breezes to bring him down. It's a tap to force him out into the open. G2 on the precipice, on the cusp, and that's how they finish it. A thrifty. Committed into this spot as well. It's not an easy exit for him. He's tucked to the corner to Dizzy, and an explosion to just committed right out and through. Double players up through the TP as well. Cut to the corner, but again the adjustments, the micro aim adjustments. G2
Perfection. Aspas is gonna do his best to try to recover things. He's got some hookah control. Can he play Mazzino back in? Latch onto Mazzino?
Yeah, again, he's just like caught up into the corner once more. G2.
It's ridiculous.
G2 do, yeah, they're always going to be trying to make sure that they sync up these plays together. Snap P. Adjustments. Off to the side again, but the plan is even just for backside. Who's going to take first contact for it? Valen knows he's off of it.
There's no time.
The circle shrinks, yeah, and so to the chances. Once more, G2. They twist and turn. You just cannot quite catch G2 unaware. Now towards B. Steve is trying to catch a few players out through the TP as well. They might find it very difficult to remove this guy. He already just takes out 2. Finally, when they call a pause, everybody stops.
They're also phenomenal at... even Brimstone's cake isn't going to save you from that one. I think they're phenomenal at using the teleports on this map. That's one of the other things that I love about the way that Valen calls.
Makes it very difficult. It's too many angles to watch for already. Could have walked back past. Jump spot though from Trent. A little bit too overcommitted. And now the util. It's going to sail straight through and pass it over to Satchel. Just barely getting these players out of dodge still. Icy's alive and kicking still. Aspas ult earned. To the back pocket now with a showstopper. Could be a key piece. They used to try and push this back and apply the pressure right back to him. G2, but he got 30 seconds left. Sees time needs to be bought. A noise needs to be made for him to get some value from that spot, but he is cleaned up. All sticking together now. Ult in the hands. Noise being cut. Aspas is just hoping that it will force G2 to scurry away. But again, they tuck tight to the corners, and there is so much safety here for them. Denying any opportunity. This swings is perfection in motion, man. And G2 make even the best teams feel like you're just dancing around them every single time. In the right place, making sure that they can try and flood back into this one and fight it. Aspas is leading the charge, spearhead for the team, but again, forcing these players out wide and open, in through the showers, fighting in a slip mid around Mazzino from behind, barely dead, still lands it, everybody topples. very defensive. Jonah P can hear all of this, and the off angle not expected again, wide in the face. King will deliver at least with the trade. There's a molly at his feet. The timing's not good enough. Just tries to get straight past it and ahead. Aspas up and over, around and away. But again, they got to deal with this pit, and it's just causing too much confusion into the fight. Com left to do a lot. Trent's still locking it down very short. The tap from Mazzino, but all it takes is a bit of spraying and praying. Just waiting out for the tether. There is that detainment into the corner. Orbital strike as well. Push them back in the way. That's a spike a minute. Malin couldn't run away from it. He was seeking safety at least with the TP, and this is G2 in a pretty precarious spot. They have to explode out into this one and try and take these fights. Brute force on display, but King locking it down. Molly's at the feet. I don't think this is going to be expected at all. King walks straight into it. Pits drop down. That's beautiful. And it's a massive opening now. It leaves it all down to Com. He's a solo anchor. But a spam at the bullets. They forced this fight out and at least isolated Com. Picked up the weapon and the call is made to move forwards. To pack mentality. And they're ripping Lev apart. Through the back of the side, it's Aspas and Tex. They have to reclaim. Any part of this. The half clearance again, and Aspas is left to do the most still. Drifting back and forth. They know he's not on it. Leap again. Tapping and swinging. Around we go. Contacting up. No util. 1 for 1. Backing away. Scurrying at the footsteps as well as a noise bait by Tex. He's still committed into this one. And Jonah P, he's happy for it, man. Spike's going to be stuck and committed. Com, where's he seen that one from? Spam down though. It's a trade in sight still. And King spotted. Still with the movement though this time. It's working rings around them. But spotted again on the reaggress. The cross once more. So it's Mazzino left into that 1v2. It's an orb up into his face. Too many obstacles really. Surely to account for, yeah. Half clearance into the corner. Walking further forwards, just encroaching into territory that they potentially don't have, yet still will get rewarded. King forced to back away here, and at least there's an ult forced out as well, out of Icy. He wanted to respond back here. Fuse are going to be running out just in time. Still tucked to the corner. Oh no, pre-fired. Running him down. What? Mazzino? How the hell has he got that? Seeks delay, and at least try and save, but it's not possible. The angle wasn't watched for Aspas. And it's all about a clearance. Leaf expecting it. At least with that anticipation, maybe he's created an opening. Still, G2, they don't want to shy away from this fight. Out towards A now with just 30 seconds left. It's a full committal, even though the players are here to receive. Lev, crossed up now. Comes still with control. Out towards it. Can't deny the plant, though. He's the one who's dropped. Mazzino, surely you don't go for this as well. He's just walking out into the open. Raining down with the bullets, and his head just pops out and over. Enough for Trent to pluck it off his head.
G2 managed to win this round with no smokes. And then Icy just swings short and deletes Tex.
My ultimate
King
is ready.
with a couple of...
And guess what? Entertainment onto the 2. It's an orbital strike. They are just waddling and wading through it, but then microwave to death and splitting it all the way up. Off the half. They're trying to take the fight forwards into the approach again, but Mazzino traded out. Can't quite do it. Dizzy in their faces. Flashed up. There's the acknowledgement. And Icy's keen for it. Even keener aim still will be required. Still, Aspas is there. Now with a showstopper. Up and over once more. Pre-fires into the corner. But too much to do, surely. Too much to overcome. Triangle of Death just a setup around him. 8-4. This is very committed. Here's many footsteps here. Just didn't quite know what to aim for. From behind, Icy is the one who's just looking to make his mark known. Shots rattled. 3 necessary, at least to just clean up Mazzino. Backside control fully gained up here, but across, not watchful. Leaf is quick onto it. It's answered back and at least traded here, but still 2v3. Same could be said for Lev though, and they want to try and take this fight. Anyway you slice it. Again, still doubled up and backing away once more here. Puts Icy with a difficult task ahead of him. Got to overcome this one here, and it's a high-low setup. Just crouched up, one below the other. Just trying to take some bite, I think, out of the War Machine. The ability for the attack side to generate those ults so easily. A lot of TPs occurring all over the place here. I mean, it seems like neither team knowing which way to commit into it. Inside the TP right behind them. They do manage it.
G2 have still been in control of this game, despite the fact that Aspas is having.
Dizzy being used as well and committed. King cleaning up. Jonah P. That was a necessary one as well. Losing control slowly of the map here, but over the top as well. That's not smoked up. Leaf, this guy is working miracles for them. Now the rest of the team going to be grouping up here. 2 left to stand here for Lev. Tex lurking his way around. Almost a miracle again. It's King I'm not too sure. Drop down to 5 hours. There's a Thrash. He's committed a second wave of things here. Icy presses forward. It's entertainment. Up inside the smoke. Needs to be defended. Rifle in hand. Com will live up to that expectation. It's an off angle. Aspas leading the charge as well. He's lowing up here. Rifled. Spraying away. Valorant still getting 2. And these players looking from behind. There's only 20 seconds left into the round here. You can feel the uncertainty just settling into left. They don't know where they can even be possibly coming from here. Jonah P just wraps it around from the side as well. Needs some help, that man. Just ran down all the way through Mazzino. Doesn't know where to expect a second. Spike has to be committed to tap onto the plan. Hoping that it pushes Leaf out into the open, but he will be happy once more. The overwhelming might of Leviatán. To Moss into the corner. Showstopper committed. Aspas will not clear the corner up, but still flashed up as well. Lev, they can finally barrel their way through. A path has been paved up into the side, but they're not accounting for this octagon. Flash is perfect. Jonah B!
Lev with a bit of a read. Big clash.
Yeah, contacting up into the fight. Swaz an order strike. That's an attempt to relieve some pressure. No punish though. Through, and what util do they have? Trailblazer. These should be good enough. Takes to the movement, that's nice. Just slightly ajar, still G2 are not going to be slowing down their own approach. Off from the side here. Forcing these players out from the wide open space. No way, adjustment. Valin, ridiculous. It's magnetic in the moment, sticks it to half. Wind gods hurt, and a round, 1 out. That is ludicrous.
But that one through the lower bracket. Oh, Icy spotted.
Oh, punish. It's for the Guardian.
And so if they want to do it, it's going to be a 4v5 in round 19.
Sails up and over. Jonah P so fast under this line. Adjustment. Control needs to be maintained here, but flash into the face. G2 have toppled them all. Where he is, G2 won't give him anything at all. 13-6, a 2-0 finish.